Okay, so I am outside of the city of Siem Reap, and I'm in like the countryside. Not the countryside, it's not quite. I've been only walking for like 45 minutes in one direction just to kind of get out of the city, and I'm already out of the city, so my hotel is already out of the city, so I'm out further than where the tourists go. So I've been walking through this village, and it's been a very pleasant experience in that the people are friendly. But what's interesting is that I'm walking around, and I've been doing a lot of processing, and I know I say that all the time, I'm always doing processing, but there's some really deep work that I've been doing and challenging even my old processes, like, oh, I feel like I'm, really processing. Well, now I'm taking that to a whole new level and making some pretty strong breakthroughs. So this morning I was doing some work, meditating, and what I was trying to do was quickly finish my meditation so that I could start working on my project. And what ended up happening was I noticed that I didn't feel like I wanted to do this work on the project. And I'm like, okay, why am I feeling resistant to doing my work? And what's happening inside of me is there's a pull. There's a part of me that wants to escape from my feelings by doing work. I want to escape the feelings of loneliness. I want to escape the feelings of, I want to escape the responsibility for knowing how I'm going to spend my day. I want to escape the responsibility for like lots of stuff that's going on inside of me that I want to experience the change for, but I don't want to, it's hard to articulate. It's a feeling more than anything. But anyway, so as the message that I came out of the meditation with this morning was that I am to stop resisting. And I'm listening to the dialogues in my head, and I've got these very negative dialogues. They're negative in that there is always this willingness to negate or to tell me why I shouldn't do something. And this has been going on the last couple of years, and I've been very aware of it the last year. So this voice, like, I want to go out this morning, there's a feeling to go out. And instead what I say is, yeah, but the gate is locked. Yeah, but it's still so early. Yeah, but I don't have any clothes. Yeah, but. And I've been letting myself stop, as I respond to this, this voice, and I'm not, it's just locking me down. It's making me stuck. And it's been building, it's a buildup. So I'm at the point right now where I am stuck because of this voice and heeding this dialogue. So I'm feeling like as I'm on this walk this morning, I get out and I'm like on this walk, and it's a beautiful walk, and it feels great to be on the walk. But I'm very aware of my fear as it's coming up. And what I'm experiencing is this fear of being who I am in the world. Hi. So, I'm in this town. I'm in this little village. It's a beautiful village, quiet, but it's very poor, and it's very, 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 very much Cambodian. There are no tourists here, and there's not any place for tourists to go. It's trash all over the place. They're burning their trash, what they can burn in the neighborhood, but it far outweighs, what they can actually process. The amount of trash far outweighs what they can process. It's obviously very poor. So I'm walking here and I'm feeling unwanted, and I'm feeling like I don't belong. So as I'm having this experience of feeling like I don't belong, I'm recalling some very old feelings that I experienced as a child of being in the world and feeling like I don't belong. And I did some healing work on that, and I understood that when I came into the world when I'm being born into the world, my family was like, my mom was too young to have me, and they wanted me to be put up for adoption. And there was this whole thing around my mom's pregnancy, and my mom had to endure that. And, I didn't come out of it unscathed. No blaming here, by the way. This is not about blaming. I'm God having a human experience, and I'm God having the experience of dealing with her personal feelings of not belonging in the world and feeling like she doesn't, God doesn't have the right to be who she is in the world. And so what I'm doing is I'm walking through this town, and the people are friendly, But my experience is that not my experience, because I'm not experiencing unfriendliness at all. My feeling in my head, though, is that they don't want me here. They don't want me here. They don't want me here. I have no evidence to prove, to justify that. None. It's just the natural feeling that I have when I come into a world, because that's my core negative signature is I don't belong. It's something I've been carrying all my life, and it's like I've built my whole world on this idea that I don't belong in this world, that I, and I've lived my life trying to prove to myself, trying to prove to everybody that I have a right here. It's the nature of my arrogance. It's the nature of the things that I've done. I belong here. And I've been fighting that the last several months, and, just learning how to be in the world with or without an opinion of do I belong or do I don't belong. That's where I am right now. And where I have been, but now it's like I've got to expand into the world of, yes, you are welcome into the world. You are welcome into the world. And as I'm taking these steps, I'm making this realization that, it's more empowered. The most powerful thing that I can have is that I do belong in the world, and I am welcome in this world. And maybe even I'm desired in this world. I'm invited into this world. We invite you, Really, really important. This is a very beautiful butterfly. I wonder, you couldn't possibly see that. But it's funny, this big, beautiful brown and blue butterfly just has been hovering over me, and it just kind of landed down there, and not landed, but lowered itself and just fluttered by, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And it just goes to show that this is a transformational time, and this is a really big deal for me. When you live your life like you don't belong, when your core signature is I don't belong here, nobody wants me, I'm not welcome in the world, then you're going to create, if you can create, number one, you're going to be reactionary in the world, or you're going to create from a place of lack, halfness. You're going to create fully, but you're going to create based on a life negating paradigm. And that's tragic. That's tragic. And while I'm here in Cambodia, for some reason, I got it in my head that Cambodia is called the Kingdom of Power. And when I went online to look up to see where I got that, I couldn't see anything that said that Cambodia calls itself the Kingdom of Power. But it's something that came to me, and I've been calling it that ever since. And I feel like Cambodia is my kingdom of power, because I feel like this lesson is really a profound one for me, and I feel like it's a game changer, and I feel different here. When I communicate to myself, to my higher self, I feel less resistant. I'm more aware of my resistance to my higher self. I'm very aware that I want to hold on to these paradigms that I have, that I want to hold on to my way of being. I want to hold on to what I know and try to work with what I know. But my higher self is really, this morning, the message was, honey, you've got to let it go. You have to let go of the old self. You have to let go of the old comforts. And you just have to let me do my work here through this body, through this energetic system. You have to let me in. That's the message from my higher self this morning. And, the part of me that's terrified says, I can't do that. And I feel it clinging to me, wrapping itself around me. But I've had the strength recently to say to the lower mind, come on, you got to unwrap. I'm unwrapping. I'm not accepting this as a lockdown. No, the tighter you hold, the more shaky your ground becomes, I'm ready to release it. I'm ready. And even though it's very uncomfortable, it's very scary for me to be here doing this work. But it has to be done. It's an essential part of who I am. Like to be here and, walking through this village making a selfie video. Good morning. And to stay here with confidence, like I belong here in this village, making this selfie, me with my modern equipment in a village where they have to burn their own trash, like there's a part of me that rallies against that says that's inappropriate, that sucks, that's stupid, what am I doing? And at the same time, I have to affirm myself, I have to stop being cowardly. Because I'm being cowardly, not just here, but everywhere, I'm being cowardly all over the world. And in all of my creations, cowardly is the choice that I'm making. So it's time for this tragic woe is me character to stop. And it's time for me to say no to resistance. And it's going to take vigilance, and it takes focus. And in order to do it, I have to know that I want it, and I have to be committed. And so I'm committed. And I'm just opening. My mantra is, I don't know what my mantra is. My higher self is going to deliver it to me, but at the same time, I'm not resisting. All right, thanks for listening.